looking for this channel. Looking for this channel. I've been looking for this channel.
I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with Pajami the makeup nurse. Today is the brand Thursday, and it's also sunglasses day, onion day, ice cream cake day, PTSD awareness day, handshake day, orange blossom day, bomb day, and HIV testing day. That was a long one. So if you want, join the Pajami Club, sit and be comfy, and let's watch and get started. And we are going to start with the brand Viseart. And I don't have too many of these, of this product, of this brand, so so this should be, oh goodness, don't tell me. This is the Professional Makeup Base Seamless Eye Primer. But for some reason, oh, there we go. I was going to say it's not coming out. It's like a silicone feel. And it's clear. It does feel a little tacky. Okay, then we're going to use the Petite Palette Pro by Viseart. And this is the colors for this little palette here. Okay, let's go in with this shade here. Oh, and it doesn't give the shade names or anything. So this shade. This sticking. It works a little better to do it on this side because I'm right-handed to hold it down. This side I don't. It's a little bit harder. This is really light, so I'm having to really kind of build it up. You can barely see that. So PTSD awareness, I want to talk a little bit about that. You know, people, there's a stigma that it's hard to get help, you know, for people to get help, so they don't. And the sooner you get help with PTSD, whether it's from a traumatic, obviously it's going to be from a traumatic event. Okay, let's go in with this. Yeah, Jamie. Okay. I was going to go in with purple, but let's go in with this brown. But the sooner you get help for that, the better you're able to cope with your life and live, hopefully, a normal life, being able to cope with whatever events. And, you know, psychotherapy helps, but the sooner you go and identify. But I think a lot of people think that either the people that have PTSD is like either they're too afraid to talk about it maybe, or they, you know, getting help, it has a bad stigma, and we need to get rid of that stigma and encourage people to get help. I mean, we really need, And there's even, because, you know, some people with PTSD will have nightmares. There's even medication that they can give you that's specifically for nightmares. And so if anybody you know that's been through a traumatic event, whether it's from the army or if it's from a traumatic event like an accident or abuse or anything like that, you know, and usually, you know, if it's lasted longer than a couple months, that's when like some of the symptoms, like the nightmares and not being able to cope and that kind of stuff, they definitely need to get help. And I think people should get help right after an event, because you never know, even if you think you're fine. All right, let's go in with this shade here. So you know, if you've gone through something, you know, make sure you call the suicide hotline, or if there's a suicide hotline too, if you need for emergencies for a loved one, yourself, whatever. Obviously, if someone's like saying that they're actively going to commit suicide, call 911 right away and get them to the hospital for evaluation, and then they can go through the protocol of getting a psychiatrist to evaluate them, make sure they're not a harm or threat to themselves, and get them the right treatment, get them to a behavioral health unit if they need to have further evaluation. Okay, then we're going to use this shade here. And for HIV testing, you know, you can, if you think that you've been poked by a needle, you know, you can go to the ER, call your doctor's office, but you should really get tested right away. And if you know the source person, you know, make sure they get tested to see if they have it. Because sometimes with HIV testing, it might not show up right away, like within the first maybe month or so. So if you've been in contact, like, and it's been sooner than a month, still get tested, but it might not show up, and that's why it's nice to have the source patient, because then that way, if they don't have it, you're probably safe, but you still need to get checked. Like initially, I think it's then is it 6 months and then 18 months? I can't remember the exact timing, but yeah. Now we're going to use the Viseart setting powder, and it's in a different language. But okay. Ultra fine, no flashback setting powder creates a soft matte finish, absorbing oil and blurring fine lines. Okay. Okay, they have this here. So hopefully I can just, because I don't want to take it apart. That's my last day of filming. Oh, now I just made a huge mess. I shouldn't have done that. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I should not have done it because I can't get it in the. I can't get it in there. Let's put it back in this thingy. When I get to my next place, I might just take this out. just get my T's on a little bit better. I wish it didn't have that thing there. It'd be easier. Okay, let's go on with this shade for underneath my eyes. Which is that shade there that I did. And then let's blend it in. Okay, now I'm going to use this shade. This looks like the lightest shade to put up and do highlight. Alright, this is the final look for the brand Thursday using some Viseart. I screwed up there and can't get it fixed, so it is what it is. Anyway, the riddle of the day is, what superpower do all middle children have? Comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!